So guys, welcome today to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about my 68 Platinums. I'm going to rank them from Champions League to would recommend, it's alright, easy peasy and platinum squeezy, and never again I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot barge pole. So I'm going to be starting off with all my games on there. I'm going to rank them, so continue watching this video to find out what gets the Champions League spot of Prem de la Creme of Platinums. So guys, starting off we have Astro's Playroom. I absolutely adored this game, and for me, it is a Champions League. Everyone should have it who's got a PS5. This is a recommend of a higher quality. It is fantastic. Now we have Batman Telltale series. Had this free on PlayStation Plus. It's alright. Good story enough, but, you know, yeah. Now we have Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. And never again. The grind is unreal, guys. If you have played this, you would know leveling up each character level 10 is an absolute grind because you have to do certain miscellaneous stuff, which is an absolute pain. You have to keep leveling up your character, and then the game doesn't work, and then everything like that. It was a pain. Never again. Telltale series from the Borderlands now. For me, this one I would have done a recommend, but now, after many years later, it is definitely, it's alright. For me, Telltale series games, for me, at the moment, I replayed a couple of them, then I realised I'm not a big fan of them anymore. I think it's the older I've got, it's just, yeah. Burning Men at Sea, easy peasy, platinum squeezy. Easy platinum, have a little bit of fun with it, it's alright. Follow a guide if you're missing a couple of trophies. Cat Quest, I'm putting that straight in recommend. People will say it's an easy game to platinum, and it is. But I would recommend it. It's a fun one. For me, as a cheapish game, it is probably one of the best, cheapest games I've played in a long time. I would recommend that. I haven't played Cat Quest 2, but if it's as good as that one, it's so good. It's fantastic. Coffin Dodgers, never again. It is an easy platinum too, but avoid that with all costs. Color Guardians. We're going to It's Alright. Not the greatest game, guys. I did this during my challenge I was doing for a month and the video corrupted, but I had this with a couple of trophies left over. Absolutely bloody horrible game. It's a pain. There's one trophy, defeating the main boss 3 times with each character. Oh no, or defeating the character main boss with each character once, and defeating him is a pain in the ass because it's RNG dependent on the color bombs, and yeah, I was just losing my head with it. Now, Concrete Genie is going into a definite recommend. Free on PlayStation Plus when I had it. I don't know if it's in the extra category, but if it is, this one you should go for it. You are unable to get 100% unless you got VR, which I think is a little bit bad, but the game is absolutely beautiful. Fantastic story, it definitely hits home. Now, I think you guys would realise where I'm going to put Crash Bandicoot 1 is in the Champions League category. I adore this game. I don't know if it's because of just nostalgia, but I have platinumed this twice. One on my account and one on my partner's account. I would just keep replaying this game so many times. It's absolutely great. It's just, I remember it from my childhood playing it when I was like 4 or 5, completing it. So now we have got Crash Bandicoot 2, which I think is the best one out of the trilogy. I've not included 4 because I haven't platinumed 4 yet, still. But Crash Bandicoot 2 on here is absolutely top notch. I would have it higher in the Champions League, but it's probably my favorite, one of my favorite games of all time. I could play through them games non-stop and not get bored. Now, Crash Bandicoot Warped, I would go recommend. It's been a big Crash fan. This one is the lowest out of the lot. It's a lot of gimmick levels. There's no really platform levels. There's like probably 2 on each section. I just didn't like it. Even when I was a kid, I was a bit like, I want the old school kind of. Number 2 was great because it had a mixture of that, but it had still loads of great platforming levels, 2D, the running ones and everything like that. This was just gimmicks like aeroplanes, the bike missions, bloody Coco on a skiing thing, and then you got another couple and you're there going, oh, yeah, it's not for me. Nitro Kart, it's just so good. Nitro Kart, Nitro Fueled, CTR remake, and I'm a big fan of CTR. Again, I played this originally on the PS1. absolutely bloody loved it. I can remember playing it at my grandparents' house numerous amount of times against my cousins, and then at my other grandparents' house when I used to go there. This was one of my go-to games. I'll just play it non-stop, and the remaster is great because it has all the other ones from Nitro Kart as well, which adds loads of great depth to it. And doing them time trials, once you've mastered it, guys, the drifting, it is an absolute piece of cake. It's just taking that time. I remember I was 20-30 hours into it. I just couldn't master it properly. Then all of a sudden it just clicked, and I'd done all the time trials basically back to back to back, once doing the hardest one, and then it just breezed it. It was an absolute great time. Cuphead, I would recommend. I haven't put on Champions League quality due to the fact of I haven't got all the DLC, so I can't give it Champions League quality in my eyes. I would recommend this to anyone who's a big fan of platformers. It is a great game, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely hard. I haven't watched even the TV series yet on Netflix, but I might have to watch it after completing the DLC. But that game is great. I would recommend any of you trophy hunters to do it. And also, being an 8 out of 10, it looks good on your list too. Deadly Tower of Monsters, never again. Played this before on PlayStation Plus when it came. I thought, oh, easy platinum. Oh, it's absolute ball ache in my eyes. I just absolutely despised it. I was playing it just to clean up my backlog earlier this year, Jesus Christ. But it was a grind. I hated it. Yeah, never again. Deathloop. You're going to be surprised by this. There's going to be a lot of people probably debating, going, oh, why is he put on that? One of these people, I absolutely adored this game. I did make a review on this, but I cannot justify how flipping good this game was. I played this during when I had COVID, and the time flew. It was an absolute fantastic ride. The ending of it is a bit naff. Other than that, the gameplay is fantastic, and the DLC I haven't played yet, but I'm going to go back to that somewhen. Dirt 5, it's alright, a bit of a grind. There's a couple of trophies on there which you just go, why did you do this to me? Why? I think it's the one with doing the miles, but you literally just put a controller, rubber band it, easy than that. Never again, Division 2. Stupid boxes, ranked flipping guns and everything like that. Game other than that is really good. I'm a big fan of the Division and probably will play the free-to-play one when it comes out, unless it's just basic, just paying for everything. I'm not into that. But the Division 2 didn't really do it for me. There was a couple of online trophies which were a pain, but me and my mate just grinded it out. However, me being stupid didn't complete all the levels on hard. Then I had a couple of glitch stuff happening to me, so nothing was popping. I kind of deleted the rare gun by mistake that I needed to upgrade to get a trophy, so I had to grind my way out for getting these stupid boxes which are RNG dependent. However, I popped it all within like 2 times doing it. So yeah, never again. Family Guy, I can't actually remember, but I know it is an easy platinum. And if you would like to play it on PS3, you can still obtain it now. There's no online trophies. I think there's one trophy you had to grind out, was getting a certain amount of coins. And yeah, just keep doing. There's one level, I think you got to kill Mayor McCheese, and you just get a certain amount, and you just got to redo it. And that's it, really. Far Cry 4, would recommend. I haven't played any Far Cry games before, well, I played Primal, but didn't enjoy it. This one I would recommend. It's fun, fantastic. I think there is a couple of online trophies which may be disabled, so if they are, I would knock it down to it's alright. FIFA, it's alright. I'm going to put both of them there. The platinums are really hard. Well, say hard, they're just grindy and annoying. If you're a FIFA player like me, who plays it continuously all the time, these are absolutely easy platinums. So we've got Game of Thrones, easy peasy platinum squeezy. I ain't putting on it's alright because I think it's an absolutely dreadful one. I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones and I got bored of it. So it just kind of just shows that the story wasn't even that intriguing. I didn't like it. And plus as well, it ended on a cliffhanger. Yeah, they didn't make the second season because they went into administration. And I don't think they'll ever make one again. Ghost of Tsushima, would recommend. It ain't on the Champions League tier list, but I would recommend any of you guys to play it. Fantastic game. A bit reminds me of a lot of Ubisoft games like Far Cry, The Division, take out Outpost, boosh, 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 boosh. So that's the reason why it's on would recommend it. Story, fantastic. Gameplay, fantastic. It's just that grind of getting that platinum trophy. Now we got Goat Sim. It's alright, but it is on the curve of easy peasy, platinum squeezy. It's in between them two. If I think about it, there's one hard trophy, but that's Flappy Bird, which is a bit of a pain. Other than that, absolutely easy one. So do you know what? I'm changing it to easy peasy, platinum squeezy. I wouldn't really, if you guys have got it, most of you guys who are watching the videos probably do have it as a trophy hunter, because it was free on PlayStation Plus and it is an easy platinum to get as well. Other than that, now we've got God of War straight in there. New one's coming out in a couple of weeks, and this one, it was so good. I am not a big fan of God of War. Didn't like the first one, second one, third one. Wasn't a fan of it, just couldn't get into the hack and slash style. They're not my types of games. However, playing this one, oh, it's so good. Changed everything. I didn't really like Kratos before, but now I love him. It's a great, absolutely fantastic game. The Valkyries are great. New addition to it. It's just, oh, it's so good. I can't wait for the next one to come out. Garden Warfare, I am putting on It's Alright. There are some trophies on there that are a little bit annoying. I do not know if this one can still be obtained due to the fact that I don't know how good the online lobbies are, because that's all this is an online game. And there's a couple of Spec Ops ones as well where you got to just horde mode. Other than that, the game was easy. There was one trophy I was missing, and that was killing 2 enemies with 1 rocket launcher. That was the pain in the ass trophy, but other than that, absolutely piece of cake. So yeah, guys, we've got Hitman Go, easy peasy, platinum squeezy. I would say to you guys, if you're a fan of puzzle games, get this one. I did it before. Well, I accidentally hit the tips button, completed the game, platinum didn't pop, lost my head, never done it. Took about, I think, like 6-7 years to redo. And yeah, easy platinum, just follow a guide, you can get it done within a couple of hours. Now, Hotline Miami, never again would I play this or recommend it to you guys. It is a good game, don't get me wrong, but the grind to get some of the trophies is an absolute pain. I do think getting, I think it's S rank or A plus or something on the levels is an absolute grind, and I absolutely hated it. There was one mission, the police station, which absolutely did me in. Once I got that, I just went, that's it, never again. Never again playing this game. Jak and Daxter, easy peasy, platinum squeezy. But this doesn't justify how nice and good this game is. Brings a lot of nostalgia to me. I remember going to my local Blockbuster. That's how old I am, guys. Blockbuster was still open. And I remember getting this on the PS2 when it first came out. And I absolutely adored it. I kept playing it and playing it. Had to give it back. Didn't want to, but I did. But yeah, this one for me kind of, because I know they were the same people that made Crash, I thought, and Crash, I ain't gonna like it. Absolutely loved it, and when I played it again on PS3, absolutely adored it, and I can't actually wait to play number 2 and 3 on the PS3 after acquiring a new PlayStation. So yep, Killing Floor 2. This one is, if you're a big fan of zombie horde games, this is one for you. It's hard, challenging, and great. I did have to admit, I did, well, kind of glitch a trophy in some way. There was a spot in one of the levels with the tires. Me and my mate did it. You got to jump into the tires and no one can hit you or kill you. So that's what we did, and that's how we done it on the hardest difficulty. But other than that, all the trophies were legitly done. It was just that one I just had to do because it was so hard doing it on hard. It just drove me head in. Now we've got Marvel Superheroes Lego. It's alright. Did have one trophy glitch on me nearly, which I kind of lost my head on. And that was getting the Stanley's in peril. It was when he turns into the Hulk, and every time I go to him, it wouldn't work. So I had to try and find a thing online. And thankfully, some guy put you had to reset, turn the console on and off until it done it. And I was like, oh, thank God for that. It popped. Maneater. It's an easy peasy platinum squeezy, but never again. Due to my experience with it, it is an easy platinum, but oh my flipping God. I was streaming this on Twitch back in the day. I've never played a game, lag, glitch, crash my console so many times. I was playing it before. I was thinking, oh, this is right. 10 minutes later, it crashes. The story is fantastic, but the glitches on the PS4, I don't know if anyone's ever else had this, because I've asked a couple of other people and they said no, the game was fine. But for me, it was just lagging. It was the worst game I've ever played for a PS4 game. In the last stages when the PS5 was coming out, I have no idea why the hell this game was like it. I don't know if it's my PlayStation or anything like that. But yeah, I would never play that game again. But it is an easy platinum, guys. There is DLC, but I am not justifying paying them any money for how crap the experience was for me. Now we've got My Name is Mayo 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to put it on easy peasy platinum squeezy. Due to the fact of they are easy, they are memes. The reason why they're on my account is because I'm a trophy hunter, and I've got the trophy hunting meme platinums. So there you go. Now, Miss Pac-Man. It's in between them two, but I'm going to go easy peasy platinum squeezy. Due to it is an easy game, it's Pac-Man. There's one trophy on there which is a bit of a pain, and that is getting the orbs, getting into killing all the ghosts 4 times in a row with all 4 level ups. So all you got to do is try and find a level. It was a pain, guys. I did do it, did take me a couple of hours because it's very RNG dependent where you need them to go. So I remember sometimes I'll have one left and I'll go left, and then when I'm at the left it goes right. I'm like, oh, God's sake, no, it's not worth it. Monopoly Streets, easy peasy platinum squeezy. I did this was my first ever platinum, guys, back in the PS3 era. Me and my mate, Rob, we were going for the platinum each. He didn't get the platinum due to the fact of he had rubbish internet, and he kept glitching out, so his rank was going lower and lower. There was one trophy needed and it didn't pop for him. However, for me, I got the trophies. I don't know how, when my internet was exactly the same as his. But yeah, you can't get this game anymore. It is a fun game, but it was an easy platinum. I remember when I first got it, I woke my parents up when I got the platinum. I was like going absolute flipping batshit crazy. And then I realised, why the fuck was I going batshit crazy for? Yeah, but other than that, yeah. Now we have got Modern Warfare Remastered. I remember playing this game back in the day. I just feel so old and ancient after just talking to you guys. I remember when all the remasters are coming out and I'm there going, I remember it day one when I played it. This one I remember when it's online. Oh god, I actually never had Modern Warfare originally. It was my cousin's. And I went to him because he was on the Xbox. And I went, oh, what are you playing? He goes, oh, Modern Warfare on the old Xbox. And I went, oh, let's have a go. And I was addicted. Got it on the PlayStation. Yeah, didn't stop playing it. We've got Nickelodeon All-Stars Battle Royale, which I'm going on easy peasy platinum squeezy. And this game, it only took me 16 hours. Grinded that out. Very easy. Fun. At the moment, I don't know why there's a trend of these Smash Bro clones, but I'm actually enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. But this one is one of my favourite ones out of the lot. Great, and it was free on PlayStation Plus. So if you want an easy platinum, there you go. Need for Speed, the remake of it, or the redoing of it back in the day. Absolutely adored this game. It's alright. I played it, easy platinum, but then they went to the Heat and then someone else and it just went payback, and it was like, oh no. You're going rubbish now, it's absolutely terrible. Oceanhorn, easy peasy platinum squeezy. It is an easy platinum except for one trophy, and that is just catching certain fish, legendary fish in a certain area. It is a Zelda clone, guys. So if you're looking for a Zelda clone on the PlayStation, this one will be on there for you. It is cheap as well. Overcooked All You Can Eat, I would recommend. Even if you ain't got a second controller, I would recommend just playing it. It's absolutely great. If you have got people with you who want to play it, it's absolute fun. I have platinum this twice, once on my account and on my partner's account. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. Now we've got a Plague Tale Innocent, free on PlayStation Plus. If you can notice, guys, I don't really buy a lot of games. I'm a cheapskate. I buy them either on sale, or if I really want to get it, Avengers. It's kind of got me to the point where I don't pre-order games anymore. But a Plague Tale Innocent I got on PlayStation Plus. Absolute great game. Would recommend. Story, absolutely phenomenal. Gameplay, phenomenal. One trophy, can go bugger off. But other than that, we go on. Now, do I, with Rainbow Six Siege, it's alright. but I'm only justifying it on the platinum. The game, I absolutely adore. I can go back to it after 6-7 months, play it for ages, and then go back off it. I really enjoy the game. I remember getting it day one. Oh, it was so good. And then they've upgraded it, and it's got better, and it's just thriving. It's still good. The community's on there. It's a bit toxic, other than that. But Platinum way, I'm going based on the original Platinum list, which was you had to do Terrorist Hunt, which was originally on there. Then they removed it. But you had to grind that out, which I didn't do. My mate did it, and he, to this day, does not let me forget about it. He goes, oh, I did it with that. You did it when it was all the online trophies, because they changed it when I popped all the trophies like that. There is one trophy on that, if you are doing it, which will be a pain, and that is getting a breach charge kill. Thankfully, because I'm doing it on PS5, just playing it here and there, I need to do claymore kills other than that, but with players now being really expert, knowing every single corner, getting claymore kills is an absolute pain. But it's alright, it's an alright platinum. Ratchet & Clank would recommend the remake. Again, I remember when it came out, and I remember playing it at getting it from Blockbuster. Oh god. From my experience, it did ruin it for me. Due to one fact of I didn't get all the dino cards the first time, so I had to play it 3 times. Yeah, we forget about that. Rayman Legends. I'm just putting it up Champions League quality due to the fact that I got the actual platinum. Absolutely adored the game. Trophies on there can bugger off with getting to level 11 awesomeness. Other than that, I would say to you guys, if you've got this platinum, you are top tier grinding expert, because that game is an absolute grind. Resident Evil 3. It is a would recommend from me. Or is it? Yeah, it is a would recommend, because if you are getting into trophy hunting and you want to try out a Resident Evil game, you can get the basics of Resident Evil trophy list from this game. It is fun, it is short, don't get me wrong, it is short, but if you enjoyed this and going for that, you can go for then Resident Evil 7, 8. There are so many Resident Evil games you can go for if you want to get the whole collection. This one could be a good starter for you guys, because I would recommend this to anyone if you're starting off trophy hunting and you want to go for Resident Evil 1, just so you don't go for one like Resident Evil 2, which is the better game, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of trophies on there where you've got to do certain steps and that, and you have to know every bit, and this one will just give you a bit of clarity if you can actually be bothered to do it. Now, Resogun. I am a huge advocate for Resogun. This game came out originally on the PS4, day 1 on PlayStation Plus, made by Housemarque. I absolutely adore this game and love it to death. I still play it regularly because it's so fun. Arcade shooter, I absolutely loved it. I still think this is their best game they've ever made. I haven't played Returnal, even though owning it for nearly a year, I ain't got the time to play it at the moment, because if I do, I want to grind it out, but I haven't got the time to do it due to work and other commitments. But this is an absolute fantastic game, and I would want to go and platinum it again. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, all these games on here on Champions League quality are, for me, games that I would platinum 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Rayman Legends I would as well, because I absolutely adored the game. If it wasn't for the grind, then no, but I'm putting it on there due to the fact that the game is fantastic and a high class, and there hasn't been another Rayman game out since, and I'm really sad and upset Ubisoft plays all out. Now, we've got Rocket League. It's an easy peasy platinum, but if you're going for the platinum, it's easy. If you're just playing the game like what I do, it's absolutely great fun. You could go in there with a couple of mates. Yeah, nothing more to say about Rocket League, everyone kind of knows. Miles Morales would recommend. Great game. I would say to you guys, it is a 2 playthrough game. Get everything done then and then just complete the story afterwards. It is fantastic and I can't wait for the second one as well. South Park and the Fractured Butthole. It is on my list as a Champions League style game and I absolutely love it. I am a big fan of South Park. I've been watching it since I was a kid, and this is just so good. I played Stick of Truth because it wasn't originally on the PlayStation 3 when I remember, because it kept getting delayed. Then it came out on PS4. with that. So I thought, you know what, I'll play it. Absolutely adored it, loved it. Still playing Stick of Truth. I need to actually platinum that game so I can get both of them. But I know there's rumours of a third South Park game coming out, and I hope they have the same mechanics as they do on this one, because it's absolutely amazing, and I would recommend anyone to play it who likes comedy. But even that, as a great RPG, it is fantastic. Great. SpongeBob, never again. I was streaming, hot days, smashed a controller due to this game. Less talk of that. Spider-Man would recommend. Great story. Makes you actually feel like Spider-Man for the first time since Spider-Man 2. Spyro Ripto's Rage. It's alright. Let's put Year the Dragon in. It's alright. Not great. And then Spyro, I would recommend. So the Spyro trilogy, again, old age, old Jake. I remember back in my day when this game first came out. Yes, I do. That's how old I am. But I remember playing Spyro 1, loved it. Spyro 2, Spyro 3, nah. Do you know what? I'm getting off that. It's going on easy peasy 1. It is just not. I just hate it. Do you know what? My hate for that game goes even worse. It is an easy platinum, but I absolutely flipping hate it. Due to the fact of it's a Spyro game and you're playing other characters and this and that. I don't want to play as a bloody stupid penguin. I don't want to play as anything else. I just want to play as Spyro, and I want the old style back. But no, they didn't. They wanted me to play about 50 different characters. No, I don't. I don't want to play as a stupid bloody penguin. Sorry, I'm just getting my rant out there. Ripto's Rage was great as well, but it's alright. It's not the best. It's not the good. The first one for me is my favourite. I would play that non-stop all the time back in the day and now. However, yeah. Spy Chameleon, it's alright. Actually, a fun game, guys. If you have got it on PlayStation Plus, give it a go. There is a couple of trophies on there which are a bit of a pain. But other than that, absolutely great fun. But it's alright. It's not like the best game you'll ever play in your life. New Super Lucky Tail, easy peasy platinum squeezy. If you are new to trophy hunting and you want to play a platformer, there's your game there. Absolutely fantastic. Smooth, great experience, fun. If you are experienced or coming into it, this will show you and have a great time. You won't be bored of it, I guarantee you. Super Exploding Zoo, easy peasy platinum squeezy. I have a lot of easy platinums, guys, by the looks of it. And I am definitely kind of calling myself out here as not a good trophy hunter. But, you know. Super Exploding Zoo, again, free on PlayStation Plus. Me and my mate grinded it out. I don't think you can get it now. Or I do. I can't remember. But I would say to you guys to look up a guide first. If you did download it free on PlayStation Plus. Early in the day, though. This was an early one. When the list was absolutely terrible, to be honest with you. Now, The Division. It's alright. I would recommend, but for you trophy hunters, it is got the online, so I don't think people play it anymore. So, if you want to play a decent story on an alternate account, definitely recommend. If you want to go for platinum, do not go for it. Do not play it one bit. That's it. The Order 1886, I'm putting on would recommend. Great story, a lot of cinematics. The game, when I saw it, I thought, oh, absolutely fantastic. The game's actually good, don't get me wrong, the game's great. But it's so short. Platinum, though, easy as you can think of. This one, I do think, kickstarted the PlayStation exclusive easy platinums. Due to the fact of before, when you had like another couples, I think like Killzone, and then the PS3 era, they were still hard. But this one was where it's kind of got a lot easier. Like, think about it, like Spider-Man platinums are not that hard, they're just grindy. Ghost of Tsushima, grindy. God of War, perfect trophy list in my opinion. Didn't have to do it on hard, thank God for that. But like now, like with The Last of Us remastered, and then the remake's trophy list is a lot easier. So it's like they're trying to get people into trophy hunting more, and I think this is the main staple of it. Now, we've got a game that I did play and review if you want to check it out, and that is Rainbow Six Extraction. I can't really go into more detail about it. If you want to check it out, feel free to. But I would recommend this to any of you guys. Fun, fantastic. Does get a little bit annoying near the end, but the grind, yeah. My opinion on this game has changed from when I did my review a little bit, but I still think this game is an absolutely fantastic game. And being really cheap, if you want a cheap game for you to play over, well, I was going to say a period when there's no games coming out, but for me, there's games coming out every bloody month until like April. So I'm going to be stacking up on a load of games during the summer season. But if you do, get this one because it's absolutely great, and also it is cross-play, so people on laptop and PC will be easy to play with. So we got Tabletop Racer. It's alright. Can't really say anymore, just a generic over-the-top game. Reminds me of a couple of games on the PS1. I can't remember what it's called. Micro Racer, made by Pim. Codemasters, I think it was Micro Racer, but yeah. Other than that, yeah. We have got Twin Breaker. It is a brick breaking game, but I absolutely loved it. It is an easy platinum. It would be on the easy peasy platinum squeezy, but due to the fact that I've never had so much fun playing a brick breaker game, it just kind of just justifies why it should be on the would recommend. It is cheap. It's a great game. Yeah, easy platinum list as well. Now we have got Uncharted 1 Remastered. Due to the fact of I would recommend, but still to this day, I can't think of why, and I'm still wrapping my head about it. Why haven't you updated it, Bluepoint, or got someone to do it, where if I'm online, the game crashes. So I have to play the game offline so it doesn't crash. Yeah. I was playing it on the PS4, and then I was playing on the PS3 because I thought it was the PS5, it wasn't working, it was broken, so that's why I thought I'd go to the PS4. I was doing exactly the same. I had to look up online. Certain amount of people were getting it where you cannot play it when the online's going because it corrupts the stuff and all that. Yeah, why couldn't they fix it? They ain't bothered, they don't care. I am going to play number 2 and 3, so I cannot wait to actually go for them because I'm going to do them hopefully by the end of the year. It is November 1st when I am recording this, so I've got 2 months to try and get Uncharted 2 and 3 done, and then following year to get 4 and 5. Well, 5 is Lost Legacy, but it's not 5 in the side of track. Yeah. We got Book of Spells, Never Again, easy platinum. Did it only because my mate only had 1 platinum, so I thought, you know what, I'll just do that, and it was my sister's. Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. It's alright, it's good, it's it's meh. It's a game where I wouldn't justify paying for at the moment, due to the fact of if you're not a platinum hunt, not going for platinums, and you are not going to be, well, to be honest, I just can't really say it. It's alright. It's not really great. It's not really bad. It is a decent little platformer if you want a hidden one that no one really knows about. Other than that, don't get Yooka-Laylee if you don't want a bad experience with the camera. It reminds me of playing on the N64, and we all know how bad the camera was on the N64. Or is that me just showing my age again, guys? So, guys, just to show you, we got the Never Again list there. Easy peasy platinum squeezy. It's alright. Would recommend. And Champions League. Just going to highlight the Champions League ones out for you. So, Ashes Playroom, Crash 1, Crash 2, Nitro Kart, Deathloop, God of War, Rayman, Resogun, and Fractured Butthole. So, guys, that is all my 68 platinums ranked from Champions League to Never Again. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the video. If you did like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget, if you want to see a 13-year-old trophy list, click here now to check it out.